episode, we wanted to talk about unsolicited advice.
That's mansplaining, right?
There was a fight that broke out.
Took the glasses off of this woman.
The guy said, enough of this.
Boom!
This is becoming an issue for a lot of people. They don't want to go to open play. Take off your hat.
No, I don't want to.
It's just pickleball.
I was just joking.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Keeping It Real with Gina and Neil. Today on this episode, we wanted to talk about when you have unsolicited advice from your partner on the court, whether it be a partner that you play with all the time, or you're at open play and you happen to be coached in a way.
No soliciting.
Unsolicited advice. But a shout out real quick to Ashley at Dilly Life for sending me a cute sweatshirt. Thanks, Ashley. But I've been on the court where when I just started out playing, and I was getting coached a lot, and I was open to it because I knew right then and there I didn't know the game very well, and I kept getting pointers, and I welcomed it. It was great. But what happens when I was getting coached from people that weren't as strong as me? They didn't.
Before you, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
But why did you accept that coaching? I think that's the heart of some of it. Like what?
Because I knew.
I
knew I didn't know it. Like I was just starting out, and I was open to say, like, it was taking people. It was exhausting for people to try to keep teaching me the third ball drop. I refused to do a third. I was driving back then, and that was when no one was driving, and they're like, no, Gina, you need a third ball drop. I'm like, no, I don't.
Look how it's changed.
Look how it's changed. And I was blackballed from playing with certain people because I wouldn't drop it.
You hit too hard.
I hit too hard, and they didn't like it, even though I was winning. Okay, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But the fact is, when I was on the court and they were trying to help me along, I was open to it because I knew, hey, I'm malleable. I'm not as good as the person on the court with me, so I could learn something here. But then as I got better, I remember a certain situation where there was a guy in the group that was the big man on campus, and I was better than him.
I know where this is going.
Okay, and he kept giving me advice, but he not only gave me advice, he talked down to me and like, oh, little girl, that was a good shot, but
Wait,
you know.
Time out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was like.
Little girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, honey, that was a good shot, but you know what?
That's mansplaining, right?
Well, I don't care.
There's certain ways you deliver a message.
Well,
though. You should care. That's not.
He was condescending to me, but at the end of the day, okay, I knew I could still be.
Yeah.
But he happened to be my part.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I happened to have him as my partner, and when I would hit a good shot, he would say, "But what you should have done." I just hit a winner. Like, but this kept happening.
It's just trash.
You know, I'm hitting winners, but it made him feel good that he was still able to give me.
He was still important.
I guess
that's what it is.
But it was annoying. Then there's people on the court where it's like they're giving you I get people coming to me from coaching and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this guy at open play would."
It still happens.
There was a fight that broke out at your club. No, it wasn't your club. It was a different club. No, it was a fight that broke out.
A hair club for men? What club are you talking about?
Take off your hat.
No, I don't want to. It's coming back.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
There was this fight that broke out with two people on the same side. They were losing, and one of the guys that was receiving said to his partner at the kitchen line, "You're not up all the way." That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because throughout the entire game, he kept saying little things to his partner that he should be doing, and finally he lost it. Yeah, he lost it.
So that's essentially, and I know that. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I know this from being married for a while. Sometimes I can be kind of a neat freak.
Yeah.
And little things. Now I'm way better at it now.
Like OCD?
There's
borderline?
It's borderline, maybe a little OCD. Just the neatness and orderly type of thing, I guess, at the house.
Yeah.
It makes me feel calm.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's something to it. There's definitely psychology to it, but it allows me to focus. And then once that's all good, Now I can really go to town on
I agree,
work
100%. I'm in that camp.
and I waste time.
Should
a lot
we
of
get
time.
married?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm taken. No.
Okay.
No, but there's something to that. So I don't even know where I was going right now, but I've
Doesn't
lost
matter.
my train
I'll
of
tell you that when you're an open play, and let's say I go to open play and you know.
Oh, I know where I was going.
Oh, okay,
I'm
we'll
sorry.
come back.
Can we do that?
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
apologize. We're entertained. No. They're the picking. So sometimes I would be bad at this, and I totally recognize that now. But if there's little things not put away, I'd pick. Meaning, hey, does this need to be put away? Yeah, it does, obviously. But I'm being kind of condescending and like, let's. And this wasn't always to my wife; it was to the kids. You know, hey, does that need to be get done? You know, and I'd pick, and that adds up. That adds up to at some point you're like, dude, Neil, chill. Yes, things need to get done sometimes, but we're balancing life, the chaos, children, all and
Yeah.
it's like that chipping and chipping and chipping.
Well,
it
that
accumulates, and it sounds like.
and the guy lost it
That's where I
on
was going. I'm sorry.
No, but that at the end of the day, I mean, this is becoming an issue for a lot of people that they don't want to go to open play because they're afraid that they get this person or.
Oh God.
And it's true. So how do you deal with somebody on the court then? You know, you should confront it, right? You don't want it to boil over.
Yeah.
They weren't able to finish the game.
I mean, you have to have restraint and tolerance of some people.
To a
we all
point.
know. I mean, we've talked about this before. We're driving down the road, and there's people going slow. There's people not turning on their signal. We're tolerant. You have to have a level of tolerance, or you lose your
Yes.
crap. Yeah, and that's road rage. You don't want that, right?
No,
So you don't want court rage.
that happens.
I know.
But I'm on the court in rec play, and there's
Mm-hmm.
a particular person in rec play that always is commenting on my shots. Now, I know I can blow them off the court,
Mm-hmm.
but they still tell me what I should have done and shouldn't do.
Yeah, I'll never get that if that's happening and you're hitting winners or things like that, and it's a good shot.
Or you miss one. You're already feeling bad enough about you're missing the shot.
I mean, yeah, at most levels, and especially higher levels, you're your biggest critic, right?
Correct.
So you don't need to hear it from another source. You're already in your head and ready to move on quickly. If you're a good player, you're short memory, moving on.
Yes.
But then you hear it. Yeah, that doesn't make anything good.
So what can people do? I mean, like,
Well, I want to say one thing. Going back to that guy.
yeah,
Why was he even doing that? So there's
it
something,
makes him feel important.
it makes him feel important, and he's still the center of attention.
Or he still got game.
The knowledge.
And I don't know. But I just feel I had a lady come to me and said, I was at open play and I'm with this particular person I have never met before. And
they were
they are
doing that?
telling me every point what I should and shouldn't do. Now,
That's
in fairness, if you're not getting to the kitchen line off your serve return
Yeah.
and you have a partner that's getting pissed, I can relate to that. I think that's fair. Like you should say, hey, I feel alone up here. Can you get to the kitchen line?
Join the party.
I mean, this is what pickleball's supposed to be. That's different. But like, critical of what you're not moving over enough. You're not this. I mean, you're not standing in the right spot at the kitchen line. I think one or two times, but then you got to just realize, hey, this is open play.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
this
You have
is
to
who
be
I'm playing with.
accepting. Yeah, like, so let's say you're the person telling me after each shot. Yeah, it would get to me.
We've been there.
And yeah, and so I think.
Kidding.
Yeah, whatever. No, I would have to probably at some point. Here's how I would deal with it. You're my friend, but if I didn't know you, we'd play a full game. I'd be accepting of, hey, this is her style, her personality, and you're clearly a great player. So I'd probably say, what can I do better? What can I learn? But hey, I don't really respond. I'll be honest. I don't really respond well during the match. Talk to me afterwards. I want to know more though.
That's so cute.
Well,
But most people are
wouldn't have
not
been-
like you.
well, I would have never been like that. But over time, you learn that. I can recall playing baseball, and my dad really on me about mechanics and fundamentals, and I've adopted a lot of that, but in the good parts of it. But he would really lay into it, like, this is what you're doing wrong. You could do this better, and it wasn't the right message. But that's how he learned, and it was just continuing. So I broke that chain and tried to change that into a more personable sometimes putting in a little comedy, humor.
Right.
But I learned baseball, and then I went to college baseball camps, the college players teaching. And damn it, he was right. They were teaching the same damn things he was, but I was a kid.
Yeah, it's your
I
dad.
was learning.
It's coming
It's my
from your dad.
so I don't, resist a little bit.
Right.
However, I listened to the college people, the college players and athletes, and I owned it. I said, yeah, I don't know it all. I'm going to learn. I'm going to absorb. I'm going to be that.
But where does
sponge.
it go between constructive criticism and annoying? That's the thing. Like, that's the fine line.
Pretty close to it. You got to be careful with that.
I mean,
it's a fine line, right?
I think, like you said, play the game, let that person do that thing, and you have a choice then after, if it's open play, to play with them again or not, or pull them aside and say, hey, I really appreciate your comments, but it's actually getting in the way of me playing my game.
Yeah.
Or
the subtle, there's such thing as, give them a subtle hint or something like that once in a while during the match. Not coming up after a return of serve and staying back and being comfortable there, you're not going to win points. You're not going to win too many points back there. The closer you get to the net, the more higher the ball might be in the wheelhouse to put away. It's just better.
So flip it. If you're the person that is engaged in somebody that's stuck at the baseline and not coming in, I would want to talk to them after. So here's the other side of it. I was at a rec play recently, and there was this guy who's like a 4.5 player, and he kept making the same mistake, whether he was my partner or against me. And I said something to him like, hey, you should try this. It might help you be more consistent on that shot. Totally dismissed anything I said, walked away from me, just didn't. I mean, I could see if I didn't know what I was talking about, but I guess it's also, you should look at the source, right? So who is trying to help you? Are they better than you? Are they, or do they have some knowledge that you don't have that could potentially help you?
That's like that. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, obviously you've coached for many, many years. Pickleball, tennis.
Right.
You have that relationship with students, right? That you can teach them and accept all different types of learners, right? And teach them that. They got to know the source. You're a pro player, so they probably should say, know the source. Just she has what it takes to be better. I'm going to listen, own it. I think a lot of the time we get stubborn. We just assume we know everything, because pickleball is a sport where we get better and better and better, and then all of a sudden we're winning against players we didn't win before against.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's such psychology behind it. I think a lot of the time we just need to own something, be accountable, and say we can be better.
And self-aware.
Self-aware. Always be learners. That's the thing I think is missing quite a bit, is as we age, we're still learning every day, I would hope, somehow.
Yeah, and that makes sense for a lot of this, but I think there is those people out there that they get a satisfaction of always putting someone in their place, or always making sure that they're the ones controlling, you're my partner and I want you to do this. And I just think there's a lot of people out there that play rec or open.
Social rec is what we have constantly, and that's
where the drama lives.
Well,
I mean, really.
It is, but it's also the biggest part of pickleball. I think
it is
the social part and just getting out there and playing, but you also see certain skills that don't always...
And personalities that come out.
Oh my gosh.
That really rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
And you're going to see these people again. I know, me too. And you're going to see these people again. So again, a self-awareness of like you being out there being like some sort of bully and policing your partner. That's tough. Mm-hmm. That's really tough. And that's why a lot of these fights that are breaking out in pickleball, bad calls or whatever, there's just like I don't know where it goes wrong, but it becomes like a train wreck out there.
Bad calls, like when it's called out, when it's
Did you see what happened to Christian Alshon?
Yeah, I did. That was brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
He handled it well.
Which also surprised me.
Yeah.
That's a whole
nother topic.
Right. How to deal with bad calls and how
I know, we talked about that before.
Tough.
It's tough. Oh my gosh, I've been the recipient of that numerous times.
No, I sometimes you just know that pickleball is extremely diverse. We know this already. It involves every gender and religion and age and blah, blah, blah. That's what's cool about it. But also with that comes a variety of players
Of
where
personalities.
personalities that you might not mesh with.
Yeah, it's so true.
So
And we're
how
trying
do
to
you deal with
sometimes
that?
make that fit. That's a good
It's not
point.
always good. It's not always going to
It's
be
not,
smooth.
and yet we think it's going to be. Like everyone's
Because
out
it's
there,
pickleball, right? No, it's
and you
still
go
people.
out there, it's still people. Mm-hmm. I think the clouds just parted.
Yeah.
You just hit it. I mean, like we go into the matches and open play and think, oh, this is great. It's going to be fun.
Pickleball, we're going to be fine.
But this guy's playing for blood, even though it's rec. He thinks there's money on the line. He thinks he's a pro. Mm-hmm. There's this one that thinks, oh, please don't hurt me, and it runs the gamut. And you're right. We're all trying to fit into this genre.
Yeah.
And it's not always going to work.
Going back to that, this happened recently. So I'm playing, and it's a great group, all good people, but there's different personalities for sure. And two people, they were partners, very social, very good players, and they're getting better and better fast. I love it. And they're playing doubles quite a bit too.
Is it Gary and Jill?
No. No, but they're great. They're very social too. Uh-huh. And then I was partnered, because they were playing a tournament pretty soon, I was partnered with a person that didn't really have that, I don't know what you call it. Do you call it like maybe slightly socially awkward a little bit? Wasn't playing for blood, playing hard.
Guy or girl?
Guy.
Okay. Like Spectrum?
No,
Oh.
just maybe didn't see the visual cues or, read the room type of thing.
Yeah.
And man, he smacked the ball one time. It was up. We were all at the line, and yeah, you do something with it. You're opportunistic when you see the ball go up, you put it away.
Yeah.
And everyone's took the glasses off of this woman. Boom. Yeah.
Ooh,
and she's feisty. She's like, she didn't do anything. She picked up her glasses and was like, "Yep." No, I go, "All right, you good?" Fine. I knew it made me hurt a little bit. She kept going, just fought through it. Never said a word to him. Never said nothing. Kept going. True competitor. Handled it the right way. I loved it. I was just like,
wow.
To myself, I said, badass.
Yeah.
And she's not big. She's tiny,
but
kinda.
like that.
But she can hit it, and she took it. She just didn't have the paddle up, and it was tough too. It happened so quick. And
Did he apologize?
no. Well, I shouldn't. He didn't verbally apologize. He went and walked away, and that was it.
Oh.
But I don't think he fully. I'll give him a little credit here. I'm not picking at what he did, because it was an accident. It wasn't like he had full control over it. He just hit the hell out of it as hard as he could. Wait, you don't agree with that?
No.
Oh, the one that doesn't want to say sorry all the time.
No.
Well, anyways, I don't think he understood. I didn't think he read the room like, hey, you know what? It's probably not a good thing, so I'm going to make a point to, are you good? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, and maybe explain it for a second and then go back.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. So maybe he learned from it. And I went back. He was my partner. I said, just be careful.
Yeah. Did he respect what you said?
He goes, he understood. I think he understood, and hopefully he learned from it, maybe on how to treat others. I mean,
wow.
we're not recording wins and losses or anything like that.
But that just
that's
shows
another
you
way
that it's like you have all these different people playing together and having to, mesh. It doesn't always mesh.
No, it's not always a community of
it's not
the same type of learner
and that's
the same type
okay,
of understanding out there.
But you got to know like what to do in order to, it's your choice, right? I mean, the only problem is like, let's say you live in a gated community and you're relegated to those people that live in that area, and you're supposed to play with these people on a regular basis. That's tough that's tough.
You have to see them each time.
Every time. And like if there's friction there, or there's an issue that keeps coming up, that's got to be so difficult to...
Like politics?
Well...
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but
that can come up in gated communities too.
You're not dealing with everybody is coming from the same place.
Right.
And I think we go out there thinking that we are.
No, everyone has a story. Everyone has a background.
It's true.
Has a journey to pickleball, and everyone's lived life too.
I know, it's true.
It can be hard.
I know, and I just think these people that are really, stuck in their ways, you have a choice to be on the court with them. You can, the guy in the scenario I told you about the other night, when his partner, he finally just lost it because he was saying he was not standing all the way up at the kitchen line. He was maybe a foot behind it. Okay. And his partner kept telling him, you got to be on that line. You got to be on that line. Well, they're not even, he's the last one to touch a ball if you think about it. You got the server, turner, and then maybe the other side again doing a third. That guy's going to probably be able to get there in one step after 3 shots have already been hit.
Right.
But it broke the camel's back. And
so what happened?
So it was like 4-10 in the match. Mm-hmm. And the guy said, enough of this. And then the other guy came over to try to break it up. There was no physical hitting yet.
The other opponent came over and said...
The other opponent came over and stood between them as partners and said, you guys, I'm never playing with him again, and I'm keeping a lot of stuff out. I'm never playing with him again, and you're not... Oh, yeah. And then Sue's done enough editing for this, I'm sure. And then, there's got to be like, hey, okay. And then they didn't finish the game.
Okay. Oh,
and they walked. They were losing 4-10 because they were serving 10-4. The other team was.
Yeah.
And they walked off the match, and they never finished the match. So it's like...
Well, and it was a rec game, though.
It's a rec game.
So maybe,
it's just pickleball.
I was just joking about, not finishing, but maybe that's their way of handling and say, all right, we're why finish this match when we're not have a clear headspace?
Well, just suck it up, finish the match, and then never play with the guy again.
Well, there's 2 ways to look at that, right? Finish the match and, never look at it again, maybe not be partners, or walk away and let that be the cue for the guy that doesn't know.
But there's 2 other people on the other side of the net waiting for that game to finish. It's not fair to them.
True story. Yeah. I get that.
So
what if I was that person?
As my partner?
Yeah. Let's just say this. Let's put ourselves in their shoes. What if I was the guy that constantly fed that, oh, you should do this. You should. Why? What would you do? How would you handle it?
I personally would walk up to you and say,
douche. No.
Listen, we're going to talk about this after the match. And until this game is over, I want you to save your comments.
Would you really say that, though?
100%.
Okay. Well, I believe you.
Or I'd say, let's play singles.
Oh, there it is.
When this match is over. I don't know. It depends on the person.
Yeah.
If I know they're doing it, it depends on their intent, right?
Yeah.
Are they really thinking that that's going to tell me to help me get better? Or is that telling me because they need to have something to say to me?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
It's back to that feeling bigger than what you are.
Yeah, I would be like,
we've covered that in pickleball. You get better. Ego goes shh.
Yeah.
Entitlement goes shh.
Yeah.
And then you think, I can talk to anyone like this.
Right.
Oh, no.
No, it's true.
We're all human, and it's just like you teach, right? You teach to different learners. Some are visual, some learn, some are audio. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
So
I would definitely nip it in the bud after the 3rd time.
Yeah.
So when it happens at rec with that player I was playing with, that always has something to say, I now just ignore it.
Okay.
I ignore it. I know who they are as a person. I just ignore it. But I just want to say, shut up.
There's something to that. Can I bring... Okay, so teaching, right? You've been involved in teaching. I've been involved in teaching. I've taught kids, too. And there's going to be some negative behavior, too.
Yeah.
Some kids act out, right? My wife teaches, too. And sometimes you avoid or not pay attention to the negative behavior. Don't reinforce the behavior by giving them that attention. So I like what you said. There's something to that.
About ignoring it?
About ignoring something, because then you're paying attention to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of the same mentality of when someone's acting out. That's just acting out because they want that attention. You ignore it. And then when they do something positive, you reinforce it. You positively reinforce it. I think there's just something to that.
That's true.
Even at the adult level.
Oh my gosh. We're really little kids out there.
We are. Oh, well, if there's fights and shit like that. Yeah. Some are really immature.
Well,
But
there's the dark.
Yeah, there's advice here, right?
That's good advice. Yeah, and there is a dark side to pickleball, and we all have to deal with it at some point. But at the end of the day, most of it's positive, and most of it's fun, and most of it's inclusive, and most of it is social.
Most of it's amazing.
Most of it's amazing.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that. But I mean, the issues are just going to keep coming up for fodder for us to talk about. So we'll keep it going.
Let's not get into fights.
Let's not get into fights.
I mean, save that for the playground.
Keep it safe. Keep it safe. Thanks for joining us,
safe out
everybody. Talk to you guys later.
See you later.